From creating a well-known and respected advertising and PR business to advocating for Jamaica's seniors, she has achieved many milestones, including founding Procom and co-founding ProDev. She's a multi-award-winning entrepreneur and a passionate community advocate. My guest today is Jamaican businesswoman, author, and community leader, Jean Lowrie-Chin. I'm Archibald Gordon. This is Profile. Jean Lowrie-Chin, welcome to Profile.
Thank you so much, so much.
We appreciate the fact that you spend, committed to spending some time with us to share a little bit of your story, and it's such a fascinating story. I want to share some of the career highlights right now, and we'll go through some of them, but not all of them certainly throughout the interview. Yeah. Founder of Procom Advertising and PR Agency, co-founder of ProDev Real Estate Development Company, creator of CCRP, advocating for Jamaica's seniors with over 12,000 members so far. We're definitely going to be talking about that during the course of the interview. Developed the professional complex, Phoenix Central, executive chair of Procom, ProDev and CCRP, trustee of the Press Association of Jamaica, yes, one of the places in which we've interacted as well, and board director of various organizations. Columnist for the Jamaica Observer, author of Soul Dance, former feature writer and reporter at the Jamaica Daily News, educator and PR officer for CariFesta 76. When I list out all of this, people often smile because you hear someone else say it. How do you feel when you hear someone else say it?
I'm like, oh my gosh, did I do all of that? Yes.
And a part of this is just all of this comes from this range of different kinds of experiences, all about over time, some of it a matter of chance. Let's talk a little bit about growing up to begin with, from Westmoreland.
That's right. I was born in a little district called Hartford, and I was born to the Gopal Singh family. So my original name was Gopal Singh, and very modest. The four of us, the four children of Maisie and Sydney Gopal Singh, were all born at home by a midwife. And then sadly, my dad died. I was only 4, my elder sister 6, and my little brother was only 7 months. And then we moved to Savannah, right? I hope I pronounced that right. My Sav people would not be happy. Savannah Lamar. And Mom had a little shop at Rose Street. And so we were there. We were sent to the library very often because Mommy wanted us to read and to get a good education. Then she found out about a private school at Louis Street, which she could not afford to send my sister and I to. So she contacted the priest and said, listen, what about giving you groceries every week and sewing all your altar stuff and your whatever you have to wear? And I will pay that way on a contra for my children's school fees. And he accepted it. So we went to this very nice prep school on Louis Street, run by the Sisters of Mercy. And, well-to-do families, children were there. And we got a great start in life. Yes.
Now, you said education, her wanting you to learn, to, be well-versed in literature, all of these different kind of areas, yes, was very key.
Yes.
Apart from what she was doing, were there things she was saying that was reinforcing those messages?
Oh, yes. She had 2 things stuck up on the wall, and one of them was labor for learning. Before you grow old, for learning is better than silver and gold. You know that one. And the other one was good, better, best. Never let it rest till the good is better and the better best. So we had to recite those to her. And then she went on to remarry this brilliant young accountant, Joss Lowrie, also from Westmoreland. But by then he had been living in Kingston and working with Paul Goldston and Company, a big accounting firm. And so after they got married, this was 3 years later, so I was 7, we all moved to Kingston. And because the Mercy Sisters educated us in Savlamar, we went to Alpha. At that time, Alpha had a prep school. So we went to Alpha Prep. And then, of course, we went to Convent of Mercy Alpha. And my brother went to St. George's College.
What was that transition like? Because Westmoreland, completely different lifestyle, then you come to Kingston.
It was really a big transition for us. It was. But our dad, he was such a patient person. And so he took all of this in his stride. I remember him coming home, sitting on his armchair in the living room, my little brother on this leg, my little sister on this leg, and they're all reading the Gleaner together. Because again, he was a reader. He loved reading. He subscribed to Time and Reader's Digest and discussed all the articles in there with us. And he loved his cricket as well. And he was an ex-RAF man. So, of course, he was very disciplined, but very loving.
So you say, that was life growing up and going to school.
Yes.
Is this what led naturally to the next stage of your life? In terms of the university degree, the area that you picked?
Yes, because I always wanted to be a writer and a journalist. So I did literatures in English and a little Spanish and a little French. And I went to the Daily News as soon as I finished university. Well, I must say, before I went to university, I worked for a year at Chinese Travel Service because we couldn't afford to go directly to university. Anyway, I did go and I did enjoy UWI. I had the best lecturers, people like Professor Baugh and Mervyn Morris.
Edward Baugh.
Yeah, right, Professor Edward Baugh and Mervyn Morris, yes. And it was a great experience. You
decide to come out of that now and go to work in the newspaper?
Daily News. I heard about this new newspaper, so I just graduated, and I went straight there. They didn't advertise any vacancies, so I just came and said, I'm here and I'd like a job. And I said, listen, the editor is busy, they don't have time to speak to anybody. And I said, I'll wait. And I sat out there maybe for about 2 hours until they just got tired of me. So I go in and there's J.C. Prout. He was a brilliant journalist. And he says, young lady, what do you have to offer? And I thought very fast and told him I'll work night and day. And he sent for the features editor, sent me outside, called me back and said, you have a job. And so I worked with legends like Carl Wint and Tony Becker, Livingston McLaren, Neville Garrick. All of those people were on the staff.
I want to talk a little bit more about, what those experiences were like and what you went on to next. But we have to take our first break on Profile. My guest is the multi-award-winning Jamaican entrepreneur. She's an author. She's a community leader, Lowrie-Chin. Back with you after the break.